All right, now let's get some more analysis, and I'm pleased to be joined by Liu Zhiqin. He's Senior Fellow at the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at Renmin University of China. Good evening to you, Mr. Liu. Thank you for joining us. So in the late 1970s, the third plenary of the 11th CPC Central Committee was a turning point for China, which started its policy of reform and opening up. And this year's third plenum is set to focus on further comprehensively deepening reform and advancing Chinese modernization. Tell us about your understanding and expectations of this plenum, please.
As you just mentioned, that we see that the third plenary session every time of the party committee has a very special meaning for modern China, especially for the reform and opening up policy. Not only because of this is the first announcement from 1978 that opening up and taking reform in China, but also every committee of the party, they have this third plenary session always focused on the economic issue. So that's why that this year that is very special for China. As we know that this plenary session, people have been looking forward for a long time, and also as well as many foreign friends and for international communities also looking closely to see what could be happening and what policies could be worked out to lead the Chinese modernization. So this is a very important issue and event for China's modernization at the moment, because I think this is a very special event for China. Why we say that it's a very special event and a very special time? Because we are facing the unexpected uncertainties and challenges externally, also internally in domestic market. We have some more difficulties than expected. So how to find the solutions, how to get the people united to forward our course to modernization. So this is the major task and also major issue of this plenary session. The principle and also the basic ideological issue will be discussed and also will be set out. So this is very unique in the modernization, especially in the 10 years we think that will have more significant meaning for the Chinese modernization. We have to look forward to more policies and more supportive and effective policy to support our modernization in China, because not only for China, but also for the rest of the world.
Sure. And Mr. Liu, at a meeting earlier today, it was said that China aims to complete building a high-standard socialist market economy by 2035. What does that mean for China? And, of course, what are the global implications?
Yeah, the key is that some word that the high-standard socialist market system, this is a very important expression. What the meaning of the high standard? Because as we know that before 30 years that we have already tried to establish the socialist market and mechanism. This is already, I think, achieved by China. At the moment, how to get the high quality development? The high quality development is only achievable by the high standard, the market and mechanism. So in this way, we have to understand in fundamental sense, because we know that there are different systems in the world and the models that to get them modernized. But in China, we have a very special uncertainties and challenges. We know we have huge population. We have a long history that of non-industrialization 100 years before, and also we have a lack of the modern technologies and science. Because of this problem that China should build up a system that is suitable for China's development. So that's why we have already testified that the socialist market system is very suitable for China to develop its own modernization, because for such huge population with so many challenges caused by external affairs and also in domestic market. So in this way, how to get the coordinated and how to find the right position and the right way for China's further development. So this is the major task of, I think this is this plenary session.
And the central authorities at today's meeting also made clear China's pursuit of the modernization in its system and capacity for governance by 2035. It's 10 years from now. What does China need to do to achieve this goal?
I think there are many ways, but in principle, I think the major three tasks that China has to follow. First, we have to adhere to one principle that all this modernization should be led by the Communist Party, because Communist Party is the core force of the modernization. This is a very important precondition. And all the efforts, all the working plans, and also in the provinces development, regional development, all should be put under strict and direct party leadership. This is very important. And secondly, we have to adhere to the way of socialist system. This is very important because in many cases, some people are also trying to say some other ways to try to, like some Western country or European ways to develop China's modernization. But all this cannot be workable in China's system. So that's why that we have to adhere that China should follow its principle that as a socialist country and with socialist system. And the third is very important that all this modernization should be focused and centered and served for the people. Only the people's interest and the people's rights are the major task of the party of the modernization, because China's modernization, the final way or the final target is to serve the people, make the people's life modernized. So compared to any other countries, that China it will be the best. This is what we are going to do. So to realize our China's dream in our Chinese way. So China's modernization should be led by Communist Party, should be followed by the socialist system, and third should be served for the people's interest.
Mr. Liu Zhiqin, thank you so much for sharing with us your insights into this. Appreciate it.